Hello everyone. I know it's been a long time since I have done a video, but I finally have a good reason to. About a month ago, we added a new car to our fleet, and this one will definitely be sticking around for a while. This is our 2008 Saab 9.3 2.0T convertible. This one is finished off in the snow silver metallic, and it has the parchment interior. We were very lucky and found this in our state with only 52,000 miles on it, about an hour away from where we live, and we had to scoop it up despite the time of year that it is. So I'll show you guys the outside a little bit first. This car, being 15 years old, is actually in really good shape. Also has one of my favorite features, the upgraded xenon headlights that are also adaptive, so they do turn as you turn the steering wheel, which is great. It does have headlamp washers as well, and then fog lights below. Come around the side. This is wearing the standard 16-inch wheels, and this is on Goodyear tires, which I don't particularly love, but they do have 2021 date codes, so we will most likely keep them until they need to be replaced due to wear or dry rotting. But I'll take you guys around the side of the car. This really is in fantastic shape for being 15 years old. Very few minor bumps here and there, some on the back bumper, not the end of the world. As you can see though, it does have parking sensors, which makes life a little bit easier, especially considering we have no backup camera and the visibility out the back of the convertible is a bit poor. Come around this side, you have your 2.0T badge, which is the 4-cylinder rather than the Aero, which was the upgraded model, but I'll get into that in a little bit. Let's hop on inside. Do have 2 Saab keys, thankfully. Again, have the parchment leather interior with the black steering wheel in really good condition. The leather is not very worn, which looks great. Clearly this was a second or third car and very well kept. Even the door panel itself is not really wearing or coming apart. So let's pop on inside. As I said before, only 52,477 miles. Really psyched that we found a car with such low miles. Like all Saabs, put your key down right here in the middle and turn to start. As you can see, it's very chilly here in New Jersey. It's about 40 degrees. Thankfully, we do have heated seats as well as a heat that works fantastic. I've actually found that the heated seats themselves actually get too hot on the second setting, and we do need to turn them down. The heat also works great because it's a very small cabin in here. But going over the inside of the car, this is very standard Saab for the late 2000s. You do have the GM sourced head unit right here in the middle, AM and FM radio, CD, and auxiliary. I do have a wireless Bluetooth connection here hooked up so I can listen to Bluetooth audio streaming and make phone calls. This car does not have Bluetooth streaming audio built in. I believe it may have had Bluetooth capability with OnStar at one point or another, but I believe that that has all been phased out due to it being analog or 3G at this point. You do have your steering wheel selector here. You can see your distance to empty, average miles per gallon, distance driven, average speed, and also a speed warning, which you can set too. Down here, you have your 5-speed automatic with your manual shift modes. Shows you what gears you're in up here. Can do up to 3rd gear from a stop. Plug that back in or shift that back in there, and I'll pop this out. And I can show off one of my favorite things about this era of Saab specifically is the butterfly cup holder. You hit this and that pops out. That being said, I don't recommend doing a fairly large drink in this. From my personal experience, you cannot fit larger than a medium Dunkin's iced coffee in here, or else you will struggle a bit. But that's in good shape. We're gonna be gentle with it and push it back. Down in here, some storage. And then back seat, which has not been used too much, is still in good shape, as well as the top. So really psyched about that. I will talk about a couple of features that this vehicle has. that do make it somewhat impressive for the model year. As I discussed initially, we do have those xenon headlights up front that are adaptive in turn with the steering. We also have parking sensors, so if we put the car into reverse, you do have those parking sensors all in the back. Again, very helpful for backing up. We also have dual power front seats as well as memory seats for, memory positions for the mirrors and the driver the driver's seat, which is very helpful as we will both be driving this car, so we can have those seats memory set. In addition, the other options, this has the climate package with your heated front seats and headlamp washers and the automatic transmission. And then the engine that you guys are hearing in here is Saab's 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo. It is a derivative of a GM Ecotec motor, which makes 210 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque going through the 5-speed automatic. It is not a rocket ship, but you will find that this car with the mid-range power is quite impressive, I have to say. I have not been wanting for power, but from a stop, it does have the traditional Saab turbo lag, but you certainly learn how to work with it. You do have a sport mode here for the automatic transmission. You can tap that and you do put the transmission into sport. It does give you a little bit more throttle response off the line, and it does hold gears longer. Put that back there. I'll pop outside one more time, show you guys the headlights as they should be fully on. So again, xenon projector headlights up in the front that are adaptive, really helpful at night. Admittedly, we've gotten used to LED lights in our cars, so having xenons in this rather than the standard halogens is a big plus. Definitely feel more confident behind the wheel at night being able to see. So we're very excited to have this car as a part of our fleet. If you guys have any questions or suggestions about this era of Saab 9.3, please feel free to offer some comments below. Thank you.